industry in Ghana is getting very interesting day by day. Some people seem to be making peace and others seem not to be making peace. But today I'm here again on the daily Zoom and I have my very fine gentlemen who are going to digest some of the topics with me. So I am Tineke Nipa and you're welcome. Roland is here from Event Guide and Zola. He's a big man. I know the only portfolio. I beg you. His portfolio.
Oh my dear, you say me I'm a big man.
His portfolio, me, I can't digest all. So I'll give him the chance to talk about it as and when the conversation progresses. Now, Zola, how are you? How is life? How are you doing?
You are grateful for life.
Shatta Wale is once again up and he's throwing small jab at Okrekumate. Do you think this one, his case, no, we should let it be or we should just allow him?
It's no news because he's used to that and then we know Shatta Wale to be that kind of person.
Okay.
Shatta Wale cannot live without throwing jabs to any other person. So that one, Charlie, he will know one thing. And you don't know this, so you know be anything.
Okay, so Sarkodie posted a video on his Instagram story, and the video was what's his name, Shatta Wale and Promise's song, and then he posted this emoji fire as in the song is dope. The song is dope. Do you think he was simply referring to the song, or really their friendship or the reconciliation between Shatta Wale and Sarkodie? It is progressive.
Okay, so for me, I must say it's a good thing Sarkodie did that. And then there are certain songs that wouldn't be very catchy the very moment it drops. There are certain songs that are called sit-down songs. Those songs, Charlie, it goes within you. And you at once now they catch a fire with you. You are with your chair answer. So maybe who knows? I can say yeah. And then you could see the streaming powers of that song. It's going high. And Sarkodie being a digital person, he likes to stream a lot. So maybe you are finding it one of playlists that and then he decided to delve well into the song. And then pay attention to the song. So he listened and felt like, okay, fine. And then let's not forget Sarkodie and Promise are very cool. And then even Sarkodie and Shatta Wale, which we all perceive there's some bad blood going on. This is an industry which I keep saying a lot of things happen behind closed doors.
They even performed at the Black Love concert.
You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of things happens behind closed doors. You understand? So I'm not surprised. Someone might say Sarkodie is being hypocritical about something or something. He's being an hypocrite or something. Charlie. These are some of the things we have been crying for. The unity and then that support your own agenda. I know I've not seen him reacted yet, but I know Shatta Wale can do a video. He's Sarkodie, you fake guy, you this. I know.
Are you expecting that from us?
Yeah, understand.
Shatta Wale reacting, you fake guy, you post my video, they talk to you, everything.
Oh, I think, yeah, it is possible with Shatta Wale. It is possible with Shatta Wale, but we should know that something could trigger that action. Okay. Nevertheless, what Sarkodie did was a very positive move. We've always been crying, support your own, support your own. I always say that when people cry, support your own, I tend to ask, what kind of support do you need? Some people need financial support. Some people need digital support. Some people need just introduction kind of support. So what kind of support do you need?
Some people need collaboration support.
Exactly. So I ask myself, what kind of support do you need? But sometimes, for you to help somebody, you tend to see the kind of support they need before you give them. Sarkodie, when he probably chanced on the song, realized that, okay, probably the only way I could support this particular song was to share, just like he's been doing with other people's songs. This is not the first time Sarkodie has shared anybody's song. And just like Zola said, Sarkodie has a very good relationship with the man Promise.
Anajo.
Exactly. Yes, for his wedding song. That song, yeah, one monster hit and a classic. You understand? He has a very good relationship with Promise, as well as he's now building what includes some kind of friendship with Shatta Wale. Even though they've been friends for quite some time, he's also building that kind of relationship with Shatta Wale. So, and for them to promote this industry or for the industry to grow, these are some of the little things that they will do to help each other in their fields.
Okay, so talking about people helping each other in the field and all of that. Guru has come out with a very, 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 very long press release to Kuami Eugene, and according to him, Kuami Eugene should not ever think that he wanted to have a collaboration with him because of Phyllis or not the biggest artist, but he just felt that this is his work and he has excelled, and so in his own way of appreciating him, that's why he wanted to work with him. Do you think Guru is just trying to give an excuse for it, or he's really on the big
Okay. For me, I think I don't stand to think for Guru or like whatever post he did. I've read a post, but you see, Guru, as we've known him, has been one artist who doesn't ride on other artists to make hits. All his hit song, according to the article he wrote, 10 songs within a year, 4 songs within a year, 5 songs within a year, were all single songs. He didn't feature anybody on those songs. So at this point, someone might say, okay, maybe he needs Kuami because Kuami needs something. When Guru was making hits, that was the time Sarkodie was very loud. Stonebwoy and Co were very loud. Gasmiller and Co were very loud. You understand? But he made hit songs. You understand? So I can tell you, Guru knows what to do to come back to the system, because already Guru are some of the few artists that made Ghanaians understood that Charlie, this is the kind of songs Ghanaians like. That kind of buche songs, that kind of danceable tunes, Guru. Apart from the rest. You understand? You understand? Yes, just recently, even with this one with his signed artist that they recently had issue. I'm forgetting the name. Something Wonder or something. Yeah, he had a newly signed artist on his label that they had issue recently. I know the name isn't coming. You will see Guru Charlie. Then times Richie was very, very hot that time. He even made it. I understand. And then looking from, I saw a video. I posted a video on my Live News GH Instagram page and Facebook on all my platforms, and then you could see it was an interview we did on Atinka TV saying because of links, because of the Kasiebo song he did and blah blah blah. You see, these are some of the things that is not helping our industry move forward, because most of us attach emotions to the work we do. This is music. This is music. This is something that Charlie Yetiasa. You understand? Sometimes it's very, very emotional when the words in those songs are very hard. But you can see from the Kasiebo song, there was nothing like to, even if you are not a thinkable person, you're not someone that thinks very deep, you might not even know, say, Charlie, that song was directed at this particular people. You understand? So with what Guru posted, I think he's right. He doesn't need Kuami Eugene for any hype, but in one way or the other to appreciate him, because Guru doesn't need to go to Kuami Eugene's house and carry him on his shoulders to show the Charlie why are there. No. You understand? Guru doesn't need to do that. He just wants to put him on his own. And who knows? Both of us, or maybe Ghanaians, let's say, or music lovers, didn't even know the kind of lyrics Guru would have placed on the song that he wanted to feature Kuami Eugene. You understand? Yeah. Maybe that song could have been lyrics just to apologize to the Links Entertainment, which is Richie, or something like that. Maybe that lyrics could have been lyrics that could be praising Kuami Eugene, that could be even motivating Kuami Eugene and the young champs coming up. Yeah. You understand?
The conversation is getting hotter, this place is getting hotter, so please turn on the AC for us, because the conversation is getting hot. I'm listening.
So you see, with what Guru posted, it's quite unfortunate that Kuami Eugene rather is in this picture, because Charlie can trust me. This Kuami Eugene should
inherited fight.
No, Charlie, like he said, like he made in the post, Kuami Eugene will never work with Links forever. And he made some observations in his post. All those artists that have worked with Links Entertainment and then are no more working with Links Entertainment, you are suffering. So who knows, Kuami Eugene might also suffer. Years coming. You understand that you might even need an upcoming artist to even feature yourself. And then that man even will also feel like, how will you even feel?
And then I also have something to say. I had an exclusive interview as he made his post, and there are things I have to make on the show.
Okay, from what the man Guru NKZ posted, I think when Zola was talking, he said that sometimes we shouldn't attach emotions to the things we do. We are creative people, and most of 99% of the things we put out there are from whatever we feel. We are emotional people, so we cannot take away emotions from the things we do. What Guru sent, the message Guru sent to Kuami Eugene, you could see that was really coming from like deep.
Place of hate.
You understand? Not necessarily a place of hate, but it's probably coming from somebody who has been through whatever you are going through now.
Roland, let me not cut you. I just want to.
He's one of the biggest artists Ghana has.
You understand?
I just want to chip in something before Roland continues. Last week, on the last segment we recorded, we were talking about artist management handling pages of artists. Could this be that the said tweet or the said reply came from a management who was handling?
It came from Guru.
No, I'm talking about Kuami Eugene's reply to Guru.
Okay.
If that message was from his social media handles, because I didn't see where Kuami Eugene replied, made those statements, you understand? But if it was coming from his social media handles, could it be that Kuami Eugene directly didn't make those what do you say?
Posts.
Those posts, but a management member who was handling Kuami Eugene's post did that? If
it's also a possibility.
If it was a management member who did this, then Charlie, the management member didn't help Kuami Eugene at all.
You see, that's why I'm saying that it all boils down to the emotions we put we attach to our work. Okay, Guru, you've been in this situation before. You've had your time. He still has his time. He's still in the system, very relevant. But during his heydays, his very hot days, these are some of the things that came to him. I can also pinpoint some artists who went to Guru at that time, wanted some help. If not some of the newbies, some of even the old people.
Yeah, but that's the point. Guru doesn't need help from Kuami Eugene.
Exactly. I'm not saying Guru needs help. Okay, I'm not saying Guru needs help. But there comes a time somebody would be reigning. Okay, which might not be you. The fact that you could be riding on the person doesn't mean that you necessarily need the person's help. Come on, Ochami Kwame is very huge, very big, a very big artist in our industry. But his latest song had Kuami Eugene on it. TikTok's comeback, which he is now Tik, his comeback. Kwani was a monster hit, but then Kuami Eugene also made it another hit. You understand? So we shouldn't dispute the fact that the guy also has some magical touch.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
it's undisputed.
You understand? So sometimes I would urge, the only advice I would give Kuami Eugene is, if indeed he's not the one who replied Guru, as Zola is saying, if indeed he's not the one who replied Guru, which has made him post this, then he should rather take an advice from what this guy is saying. Yeah. Okay, because this guy has walked where he is now walking. Okay, this guy has been on the path. He should just take an advice. And the fact that Guru is saying that whoever has left links has not succeeded or has gone down. You see, I always say that let's take that notion out of our creative people's mind. So, a place is not. Yes, some people have some kind of influence on your career or on you as a person, but it doesn't mean that.
You see, you can't also fault him for saying that fully. Truth is, let me give you some past experiences that would make him even say that in the first place. We have this Assem. Yeah. Assem is a very typical example.
I don't.
When Izzy left, Izzy is coming back home. But you see, I have heard Izzy talk before on an interview. Miss Phil talk before on an interview and all of that. Apparently, it's the links team. When you are on the label, because it's not even just links, it's most of these record labels. They do everything, and there are certain things you can't do as an artist. Also on your blind side, even Shatta Wale and his militants, certain things you can't do once you are an artist. So once you leave, you are now building from like fresh.
That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that Kuami Eugene needs to take very big advice from what the guy is saying. True. Okay, so whatever advice is given to him, he should just take something from this message and know how to build himself moving forward or life after links. Okay, because this is what people are saying. Okay, but so we should always try to give people positive news instead of negative news. So does that mean that Kuami Eugene can never leave, or the moment Kuami Eugene decides to quit links, that is the end of his career?
You know there are some links entertainment. There are some radio stations.
It's not even,
I know, but you see, there's always an exception. There's always an exception to a rule. You understand? There's always an exception to a rule. There could be a place that everybody will stumble and fall, but you would pass smoothly. Okay.
Let me say something. I just want to say something like this.
I want to add, Kuami Eugene is not one of those artists that they write his songs for, they produce it, that if he should leave links, he can't do. Kuami Eugene is a producer himself.
He's a writer. So let's encourage him to be like Guru. That's what I'm saying. He should really learn from this message.
Okay, from the artist management and then a PR and a publicist point of view, most of the time these musicians don't have even contact to people who promote them.
Exactly.
Because most of our artists here in Ghana rely solely on their talent, and I'm good, but they don't know who does the plugins behind the scenes for them. Most of our artists are just now. I was on phone talking to one African artist, and then he was like, "Charlie, me call interview, no crime, and I was like, Charlie, no be everything be interview. You understand? There are certain plugins you need to do, that Charlie, onion make fire, onion make blow. I will say, Charlie, be an interview now, and I say, be our talent in the mouth, yeah." Most of our artists rely solely on, they don't even know the backroom stars we do.
It is not
just now, there's this song trending, Nampa. Nampa had, I think it's now 5,000 streams on Audio Mark, just 3 weeks. You understand? And then the artist doesn't even know nearby Empa when you have streams in Umpo. He doesn't even know number of stations.
I am not disputing that fact. Okay.
With those contacts, management or maybe the promoter or publicist has those contacts, which is maybe the promoter might be working under.
That's their power.
Yes.
And then believe you me, there are contracts that binds the promoter and then the record label. You understand? In as much as the artist also has a contract with the label that will not disclose certain things to the public. Same way the promoter or the publicist might also not disclose certain things to the artist. That will remain between the two label, to the promoter and then the record label. So with me having the connects, and then see most of the promoters, publicists, and then PR for record labels, you know something? They have this belief that Charlie artists will never win forever, but record label might stay for a very long time.
That's actually true.
And then between the media house and then the record label, it's the same thing. So the media house or maybe a media person or a DJ or a radio DJ would like to keep very good relationship with the label.
It is one of these reasons why that is why we have most indie artists in the system now.
Because the artists might not stay for a longer period. Once you attend as well. That's what's happening to Sarkodie. Sarkodie is still making good songs. But Charlie, because of certain relationship that's not going on well between on any media, and then we've seen media people calling artists as ungrateful. That's the main reason why sometimes most of the media people person only artists but delay direct. The only reason someone delay director, if you do a wait song for man, and then now they pay you this and they do it, but it's so I've not even heard a record label come out to say I gave this particular DJ this. Now I'm bombing him, but mostly it's the artist. So sometimes Charlie, the artist relationship with the media is very, very, very faint.
Okay.
You see, that's what I'm saying, that it is one of the reasons why we have most indie artists in the system, because of some of these notions that we've created. That should you leave, because most of the links or most of the connects are with the record label or your management. The moment you are off the label, then that means it's like you leaving probably the prodigal son leaving his father's house into the jungle. You understand? That is how the notion that we've created. Okay, it is one of the reasons why most artists now want to be independent. Pamno Chano, he would have the links, he would have every connection to whatever he is doing. So when if he decides to quit, he quits everything. Like Ogidi Brown, you are too stone in Japan. You understand? You understand? That is the reason why, because all this notion sometimes scares artists in joining record labels. Even if they have good investors who have good heart to even help their craft, they tend to shy away or they are scared to go. You are wait, I'm coming. I understand the angle at which he is coming from. That sometimes, yes, the relationship between the artists themselves and the media or probably the plugins are very faint, because most of the management, do almost everything for they literally spoon feed the artist. You understand? But we should also learn. We should also encourage the artists to learn from what Guru is saying. Guru advised Kuami Eugene not to leave links on a bad blood issue, like with a bad blood something.
Because if this beef between Richie and this guy Guru have stayed all these years, that if you live linked with bad blood.
Exactly, and it is not only
something that is happening in our industry. See,
it is not only with links.
Where's the key?
It is not. Yes, it is not only with links. It is with including recently, Ejako was also complaining.
Yes.
Even in the movie sector, it is there. Yeah. So we shouldn't encourage people. We should rather encourage people to have very good relationship with whoever is managing them at a particular time. Okay. And not for us to scare them like.
But you see,
probably. Let me say something. But let me say something.
All I can say, we have to wrap up. All I can say to if and when relationship goes sour is that let's try as much as we can to separate business from pure emotions. Because I had an interview with Guru, which you can watch on the YouTube, OneplayAfrica. Guru said something very profound that I don't know if Kuami Eugene knows. I spoke to him and I mentioned loyalty. Obviously, Kuami Eugene owes a certain loyalty too. Please. And then he said that I shouldn't even mention loyalty because the deal that Kuami Eugene has, the Adonko next level, it is his team that linked into it.
Yeah.
So where is loyalty then? He felt that this is business, and he did that all the time. Links they were mirroring him. He knew.
Yeah.
Yet he did his part because that was business, and what he and them had was emotions. So if you're talking about loyalty, where lies the loyalty when he has given you something to eat? Do you get it?
I just want to add this thing. You see, most of the times artists suffer when you leave record label because the moment they get one hit song or the moment their name start,
when you finish, I just shut down and everything. Then
the moment they start making waves in our media space, that's when they relax and feel like Charlie, my man, smile na kwa hivi bami. We have to watch it cry or so smile. Even if there's fruit here, cry or so small, you know, go farmer.
Because of
it's not. I'm not saying they watch it per se, but I'm just making an example.
Okay.
Most of the times, even Nyaman put a band in Puno, because say, oh, or chin is a bit my foul. But you'll be like, Charlie, take this thing, give me. Because of it at that time, Charlie, the star. So there are certain things that instead of him going to the media straight for him and be like, Charlie, I'm dropping you more into minimum, then maybe you can start making a very good relationship with that DJ or presenter or something like that. That moment of Felisa is big, so Charlie, management you handle. So management for go do give me. See, that's the main reason why when an artist signs an upcoming artist to himself, like what happened between Sarkodie and then Strong G, we've seen it, SM and then Military. Do you know something? Sometimes it's not about the contract that binds them. It's about them depending on that set artist and its management to do a few rounds for them. Okay, me train your management, Becca.
Okay. Add the social media handles.
Okay, so you can follow me on Live News GH on all social media platforms.
Okay, and you?
You have Events Guide Africa as well as Ghana Event Awards on all social media platforms.
Okay, so you can also follow OneplayAfrica on all social media platforms. You can also follow me, Tilly Ekenipa, on all social media platforms. And this story is on OneplayAfrica.com. Go check it out. I'm Tilly Ekenipa, and please, if there's anything you have to do it now.
Oneplay. Add class to your music.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please press or click on the subscribe button. The bell icon will show up. Press on it and press all because you don't want to miss any of our content.